Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. So in this session, I just want to show you how do we record a script with the JMeter. Okay. So just I will show you the recording, script recording, and then we will continue with the theory sessions. The reason why I am showing this is many students have a query that whether how difficult it is or how easy it is to create a performance test script. So that's the reason I have started this. So just I'll show you how to record a script and then we'll continue with the theory part. All right. So I launched JMeter 5.5. This is the latest version of JMeter. And JMeter is an open source tool. You can download it from this website. Let me quickly show you. Just Google search for JMeter, download JMeter, okay, or JMeter download. Can you do this, guys, along with me? Please do this along with me, everyone. So just Google search for download JMeter or JMeter download. Anything is fine. And go to this first link, jmeter.apache.org. Right? So please don't join from mobile space, join from laptops. jmeter.apache.org. Go to this first link. Right? And here you see this is the latest version of JMeter. So JMeter was developed by an open source community called this Apache Software Foundation. Apache Software Foundation. Here you can see. Right? So this software foundation has developed this JMeter, and this is the latest version of JMeter and requires Java 8 plus to be installed on your machine. If you want to run JMeter, you need Java 8 plus on your machine. All right. I will help you like how to install Java and all. I will do that, guys, later. Okay. You need to install Java 64-bit. Please don't, please don't do it now. Those who don't have Java on your machine, please wait for, for the next sessions. I will help you install Java 64-bit Java on your machine. And Java 8 plus means Java 8 or higher version is required to run this Apache JMeter 5.5. Clear, guys, everyone? Are you clear about this statement? Because JMeter is a Java program. Because JMeter is a Java program, we need Java 8 on our machine to be installed on our machine. Those who don't have Java installed, I will help you install that correct version of Java. Don't worry about that now. All right. Now under this you have two sections here, right? Binaries and source. Click on this Apache JMeter 5.5.zip. I already have it on my machine. I'm not going to download it again. So you guys please click on this 5.5.zip file and download that zip file. Yes, Ajay.
Yeah, this is demo session, right? So Monday onwards, you will start with original sessions, right?
Yes, we'll start JMeter after 10 days.
Yeah. So Monday onwards, you will start with basics, right?
Yes, that's what I told just now.
Yeah, okay, Pawan. Thank you.
Okay, guys, those who already see, few people are already completed, already joined for the Roadrunner in my evening batch, and they are joining here for JMeter. Samba, Rohit, and Rahul, and all this, right? So you can go ahead, guys. So you can download this and install extract JMeter. Download this zip file and extract the zip file, guys. Can one of you share your screen? Those who are doing that now. Yeah. Once you launch JMeter, right? So you go to templates. So here you can find some templates, the inbuilt templates or default templates, right? This green color icon, or else you can go to file and click on this templates and use recording template. Click on create, right? And enable this. By default, this test script recorder will be disabled. Just enable it. Guys, I'll repeat this again, guys. Okay, I just want to show you how do we record a script. That's it. Okay. So because I'm hearing a lot of questions like, do we require coding? Do we require which language do we require? Do we need to learn as a prerequisite? and all these type of questions. Just to answer those questions, so I'm explaining this how recording, script recording, right? Understood, guys? So
Yes.
I added some transaction controllers over here. And I'll explain what is meant by a transaction and all. I'll explain that later. What is thread group? What is test plan? All these I'll explain that later. Okay. I'm just adding some transaction controllers. One second. So these are the steps in the script that we need to record. First, you navigate to AOS Advantage Online Shopping site and click user icon on the top right of the page. Right. So these are the transactions that we need to record. I'll explain you what is meant by a transaction and all this later on. Right. So first, let me show you just how to record a script. That's it. First, navigate to AOS. This is my transaction. This is my first transaction. Okay. So you go here and give the name like this. Give the transaction name like this. Okay. AOS. So this is user registration script that I'm going to show you. User registration T01 for transaction 01. All right. What is the second step is click user icon on the top right. So you have to give these transaction names manually. Click user icon on. Just say click user icon. That's enough. So you have that user icon on the top right over here. This one. This is the one that I'm referring to. So basically what we are doing is, what is the script that we are trying to record is user registration script, as you can see here. AOS user registration. Okay. REG for registration is, right? So we are going to create an user ID. We are going to create a new user account. So for that, we are going to create a JMeter script. Clear, guys? Everyone? Guys, are you with me? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So next, click on create new account. So once you click on this, user icon, right, you'll get a window like this. I'm showing you manually now. I did not start script recording. I'm showing you the manual flow, right? The actual flow. Once you click on that user icon, you will get a window like this. Now you have to click on create new account. If you want to create a new account, click on this create new account option. So for that, let me give that name. So this is third transaction. Click create new account. All right. Next, once you click on create new account, right, you will get a registration page like this. Clear? You'll get a registration page like this. You need to enter the username, email, password, and all these details and click on register. So observe here, register button is enabled. So if you want to make it, register button is disabled right now, right? So if you check this and if you fill the details and check this checkbox, then it will be enabled. All right. So what is the next step now, guys? So as per the scripting scenario sheet, what is the next step? Submit all details in the user registration form. Select the terms and conditions checkbox and click register button. Okay. So let's do that. So first, let me give the transaction name as like that to reflect that. Fourth step is
Enter mandatory details and
submit details and click register.
this naming convention is our own decision, right? Or any.
Now we have some scripting standards. Basically, if you observe here, I gave the
Yes.
application name first and then the script name. What are we doing here? We are creating a new account. That's why I gave as user registration or account creation. You can give it as account creation. And T for transaction. Okay. So if you observe here, I'm giving the transaction numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, T01, T02, T03, T04. There are certain scripting standards that industry follows. So we need to follow those industry scripting standards, right? Once you submit details and click register, you will be logged into the application. Let me do that now. Go to the application and let me submit these user details. So I'll give the name as AOS USR 1. Okay, AOS USR 1. Okay, what does it say? It says like one uppercase is required. One uppercase letter is required, right? U capital P, password 1, capital P, small s.
And these all are not mandatory, right? Still, we need to view all this data.
Not mandatory, but I'm still doing it. Not mandatory. No, not mandatory. Right. So I filled all the details and click on this agree for terms and conditions. Right. Now you can see that register button is enabled, isn't it? Now click on this register. If the username is not registered before, right? And now you observe here, user registration is successful and user logged into the application. You see here, right? The username that I have given. Next to the user icon, you see the username, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If you click on my account, you will see the details, your registration details, whatever you have entered while creating the account, right? Now user registration is successful. Now you can navigate through the application. You can navigate through this application, right? You can click on any page and you can go to any page in the application like this. Clear, guys? So this is an online application just like our Flipkart and Amazon, right? But this is a demo application, as you can see here. Clear. So now let's see how to record a script. You understood the user registration flow, right? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes,
if you want
sir.
to log out, click on that user icon and use this sign out option. So this is the manual flow which I have shown now. Observe here, I gave all these steps in the form of, wherever required, I kept a screenshot. Observe here. Okay. Got it, guys? So wherever required, I kept a screenshots like this. Once you log in, right, you should see a user icon. You should see the username next to the user icon. Clear? And you should see this my account. Then it confirms that your user registration your account creation is successful. You have created an account successfully with this application. Clear? Now let's see how to record a script now. How to record these transactions or how to record these transactions with JMeter. Interested, guys? So first let me give the transaction name, submit details and register. And last step is logout. Once you click on login, you will be, if user registration is successful, you will be able to login and just log out of the application. Okay, I'll do one thing, my account. I think that is the next step as per the scenario sheet that I designed, right? So click my account to see the user registration details page. My account, and then log out of the application. Right. Now, so how to record a script? Right. So I just gave the transaction name. So let me save this script. Just give me a second. I'll go to this Apache JMeter 5.5 folder. Observe here, I am using quick access case. Observe here, I added some folders to quick access. I'm going to 5.5 bin folder. I'll explain that what is quick access and all. Guys, I'll explain that later, In the computer, when I cover computer fundamentals, right, I'll cover this. These Windows shortcuts. When I cover this, I'll explain what is that quick access and all. Do you have any quick access mentioned here? No. Fine. So I'll create a folder here. For AOS. For this application, I am creating a folder here. That's it. So I'll save the script in this folder. So go to JMeter, click on the save button, give the path of that folder, and now give the script name. You need to give the script name. So AOS User Registration REC1 for recording 1, 11th August. Right? Today is 11th August, right? I'm just giving the date. That's it. Okay. So it's up to you. Again, like, see, this is scripting standard, AOS User Registration, and this is up to you. Okay. So click on save. Actually, I will remove that REC1 11th August. Once the scripting is completed, I will remove that. So I saved the script name basically, and observe here, you can see the JMeter version over here, Apache JMeter 5.5. This is the version of JMeter that I am using, which is the latest version, guys. Right. Now go to the test script recorder. See, this is the element used for recording a script. Select the transactions over here. I'll explain this, what is target controller and all this. So don't worry about that. I'll explain all these concepts later on. And go to view results tree, and again I will explain what is this view results tree. AOS user. Once we start the scripting, right, I will explain each and every element one by one. I'll explain what is test plan, what is user defined variables, what is a thread group, right? And what is view results tree. I'll explain all these one by one, guys. Nothing to worry at the moment. I just gave the name as AOS User Registration Recording.xml. Saved it one more time, and observe here. Save that script, and now let me show you how to record a script. Before recording the script, right, we need to set this port number. You have something called port number here, right? As 8888. That is a default port number. So first decide like which browser you want to use for recording. I am going to use Firefox for recording. Go to that and check the proxy setting. Give the port number here. Click OK. Confused, right? What is port number and all this? Now let's see how to record a script, guys. So let me, I'm going to use Firefox for recording. I'm clicking on start button, right? So go to recorder and click on start recording. Once you click on start recording, you'll get this window. Click open. I click OK. Just click OK. I will explain that what is that root CS certificate later on. Launch your browser, whatever browser you want to use for recording. And observe here, I selected navigate to AOS as my transaction target controller. This navigate to navigate to AOS is a transaction which is selected in the target controller, right? So launch your browser and navigate through the application. Now, whatever steps you repeated just now, right? So please navigate through those steps. Whatever steps are required for creating an account, right? Or registering an account, right? So navigate through those steps, right? I went to the home page. What is the next? Now observe here, it recorded something. JMeter has captured something. Observe here. This transaction, you got some, tree-like structure, whereas these doesn't have that. Are you able to observe the difference, guys, between these two?
Yes, sir.
Here you have a tree-like structure which can be expanded, whereas here you don't see anything because we haven't recorded anything yet. Understood, guys? Guys, able to follow? right?
Yes,
And
sir.
observe here, this is the URL that we gave in the browser, advantageonlineshopping.com. That is the URL that we gave in the browser, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is that not it? So see, these are all application related requests. Observe here. So your JMeter has recorded that home page or the home page of that application. Clear, guys? Now let's move on to the next step. What is the next step now? Click user icon on the top right, right? So select the transaction, click on the perform that action on the application, and observe here before performing the transaction, click user icon doesn't have anything now. It is just an empty element, right? Now I selected that user icon, click user icon, and I am clicking on this, right? It may or may not record anything because this may be a client side action for now. Yeah, it did not record anything, isn't it? It did not record anything because this is a client side action. No request went to the server. Okay. When I clicked on this user icon, right? So no request went to the server, Advantage Online Shopping server. Understood or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? What is the next step? Now click create new account. Click create new account. So this is not required basically. I will remove it. Okay, I will disable it. Right? So click create new account. That is the next step. So go to the application and click on this create new account. Now a request went to the server and you got this page from the server. Right? So it should record now. There's some request should be recorded. Now see here, observe here, you got a tree-like structure wherein you can expand the tree. Got it? And this is register page.html. You got registration page.html. Clear, guys? So this is how we record a script, guys. Let me complete this. Let me go to the next. Let me select the next transaction. Submit details and register. Right? So now go to that. So let's submit this user registration details. Previously, I gave AOS USR 1, right? Now I am going to give some random number. USR2 at gmail.com. These are not mandatory. You can skip those, but these are mandatory fields. You can see here, right? If you see this star mark, right? That means these are mandatory fields, isn't it? Now let me click on this. Once I click on this checkbox, you will get a registration button. These are not understood, guys. These are 4 are mandatory fields. Other than that, these are not mandatory fields. I am skipping them. Okay, click on that register. Now oh. Yeah. Now user registration is successful and you can see that user ID over here, AOS user 2. This tells you that user registration is successful. Clear, guys? And let's go to JMeter and see. Observe here. So it recorded, JMeter has recorded something for this in this transaction also. Observe here, right? What it recorded, what did it record? See, new account create request. Let me zoom in and let me zoom in a bit.
With the fields, what we have entered is coming here.
Right. Right. Yes. So account create request. If you see this request, right? If you see this particular sample, right? Right. You see the username over here. Observe here. AOS user2 at gmail.com. Whatever details I gave in the application, right? Those are recorded here. Yes or no? Guys, able to follow?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Password I gave.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right now, so JMeter has recorded that request, right? And now what is the next request? So my account. Let's go to my account. Right. So now you can see, okay. So as we did not enter all the mandatory details, that's why it is showing like this. Yes, okay. So anyways, so by default, it took United States as the country, right? So this is my account page. Let's go to that my account transaction. Here you can see it recorded some request over here, right? And then next step is logout. Select that logout transaction. Perform it. Click on this and go to sign out. Now user logged out of the application. And you can see that JMeter has recorded and created a script, right? So this is your JMeter script, guys. Okay. So this is nothing but your JMeter script. Your JMeter script, what did it record? What did JMeter record, guys?
Whatever the actions you performed on the page.
Right. So
Check
whatever transactions or whatever actions you performed on the application are recorded and created a JMeter script. Did we write any code till now? Right. So that is, this is the beauty of performance testing. You need not write any code. That the tool creates the, right? The tool generates the script. You need not write any code from scratch. Okay. I'm not saying that, see, I'm not saying that coding is not at all required. However, what I'm saying is we need not write any code from scratch. Your tool will create the script. Your tool will record the script. Any performance testing tool. We have n number of performance testing tools in the market. Let me quickly show you how many performance testing tools are there in the market. I had listed out some important performance testing tools. So these are the important testing tools in the market. You have LoadRunner and then JMeter, NeoLoad. These are the three major tools. That's why I have highlighted them. So after that, you have WebLoad, SIL-Performer, IBM RPT, Gatling, Locust, Grinder, and all this. Right? These are the important various performance testing tools, popular performance testing tools. Out of these, most widely used are these three tools: LoadRunner, JMeter, and NeoLoad. Right. So, and all these tools are, we have one more tool called in the market called K6. Okay. So all these, so K6 requires JavaScript coding. I'm not going to go into that. So, however, all these tools are record and playback tools. They will generate the script for you, right? You need not write any code from scratch and they will generate the script from you. Understood, guys? Everyone?
Yes. So one basic question. So for the Azure applications, right? If the application is hosted on Azure, so in that case, which application, I mean, so which performance thing we use, JMeter or BlazeMeter?
Okay, good question. So it doesn't matter whether your application is on-premise or a cloud hosted application. It really doesn't matter from scripting perspective, at least, right? So it doesn't matter whether your application may be hosted on-premise. On-premise means your own servers, the client's own servers.
Yes.
Or even though the application is hosted or running on any cloud, right? Any cloud, it doesn't matter. Your scripting doesn't change. You can record in the same way. That's what I meant to say. You will use the same approach for recording, whatever I used just now. So you will use the same approach for the script recording. Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Any queries, guys? And you can, in fact, see, you can actually see this. You can open this. See, observe here by default. Observe here, the script is saved as .jmx in the folder, right? So you can open it in Notepad++ and you can see that. Let's see that what it recorded, what is there in that JMX file, right? This is how your script look like if you open in Notepad, any text editor. Okay. So let's not worry about this. You need not worry about this. You need not understand all this. Let's not worry about this. Okay. I just want to show you that. So what is the username that I gave? You'll see that, AOS USR2. That is the username that I gave while registering, right? You can see that somewhere over here in the script. All right. AOS and password and all. And this is your JMeter script. We are not bothered about this actually, but you can open that JMX file in any editor. This is how your JMeter script looks like, guys. Right? Now, if you want to replay the script, right? So you have to click on this start button to replay. And if you want to, let's say I want to create a new account. Let's say I want to use this script to create a new account, right? So you simply change the username here. See, AOS user 2 is already registered. If you replay the script again, what happens? Can we register with the same user ID, guys?
No, sir, it will give the error message or script will fail.
Right. The script will fail and it shows that user is already registered.
Already
So what
registered.
I will do is I will replace this username with I will replace this with a new username. Oh, I'm sorry. Select this username, Control C, Control F. Okay. I'm replacing it with another new user ID. Do replace all. Let me register. Let me replay the script now. Okay. Let me see if there are any other dynamic values in this.
No need to save script before executing. If
Yes,
you
I already saved it.
Okay.
I just replayed the username. I just replaced the username. Okay. So apart from this, there are some things some script enhancements we need to do. I'll explain that later. So what you have to do is you need to do some script enhancements and replay the script like this. Hold on one second. We are done with the script recording, so I am disabling that recorder element. I'm clicking on replay the script. Okay. So there are some script enhancements, guys. In this script, we need to do some script enhancements. That's why it is failing. You see here 394 request is failing. So I'll do that, I'll do that later. Okay. AOS User 3. I'll show you, I'll explain all these concepts, other concepts later on. All right. How do you make the script work? But basically, this is the JMeter script, and this is how we record and create a script. So that's what I want to show you for today's session. It's 8:55, right? Yeah, we'll stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow. And this is how we record a script, guys. And this is how your JMeter script looks like. Okay, so we need to do some script enhancements. That's why it is, as I did not do any script enhancements yet, so it's failing, right? We'll explore that later. We'll learn that later. Okay, you'll all learn that later. Clear, guys? Yeah. Any queries, guys? Yes.
Sir, one question for me. Actually, you have saved this in a bin folder, right?
Yes.
In that, we have got only first transaction name. I mean, our transaction name is, like our full test case or test plan name is that one. That is why only one for the user registration _ transaction one only it has been recorded, saved there.
No. See, I saved the script as user registration REC1.
Okay. That is what the name you have given for our transaction. I mean,
for our script. This is the script name.
Yeah, this is a script name. Okay.
And you can see that script name over here. AOS User Registration.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
You can see the script name over here.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
And this is the path of the script. G tools Apache JMeter. This is the path of the script, and this is your JMeter version that I am using.
Okay. If my test case is having 15 to 16 transactions, so we want to come like this, and we want to do for all 16 transactions like this.
Yes, you need to add all these transactions and you need to record a script.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other queries, guys? Yes, any other queries? Let me pause recording. Maybe then I will get some.